Hello my guys, hope you're good. Yeah, welcome to our YouTube channel. This one is not mine alone, it belongs to me and you. We help enlighten each other about things to do with life. On today's episode I want to share the journey of my mental health. So I really found myself struggling. I was really struggling with a lot of things, and one, I really struggled with alcohol, like big time. So ile ya kuonja unakunywa mpaka na madram. And I was not drinking because I really wanted it, but I was really struggling to figure out what was really happening to me. It wasn't easy, but it was a decision that I was really troubled me. And I remember I was trying to figure out why am I not making the right decisions? Why is my mood fluctuating? Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm sad. So I remember there was this time. Nikiwa hapo Ronga nimekaa tu. I called my sister. It was around 2020 hapo. I called my sister nikamwambia, "Hey, Vicky, siko poa." Kwanza, what is happening? Nikamwambia, "Hey, mimi I think psychologically I'm not okay." So mimi ndiye nilijipeleka kwa daktari. Nikamwambia, "Daktari, nasikia ni kama nataka kugoroka." So the medic, by the thank you sana to that medic. He really gave me his time. So mimi ndio huyo gari. At that time my sister was working in Ngong. She was a nurse there. So nikaenda, I talked to my sister, I explained to her, then she took me to a psychiatrist, daktari wa ubongo. Nikaenda akanipatia actually that doctor was very kind with his time. He gave me 3 of his hours, and alikuwa na colleague wake. So nikakaa mimi nikamwambia story yangu, nikawaelezea since childhood we talked. Nikamwambia venye mood zangu zina fluctuate, nikamwambia venye I spend my money, mood zangu, relationship zangu with my then baby mama, family, friends, venye na relating na wao. So I really opened up because mimi ndio nilikuwa nimejipeleka, because I had accepted I have a problem. Nikajipelekaga. Wadau, let me tell you, venye nili walk in and told them everything, I had never had a chance to explain to anybody how I felt from the inside. So by me sharing with them, it made me realize, by the hizi vitu zote mimi nimepitia, kweli I've walked a mile. So fast forward, after tulimaliza kuongea, so many things surfaced. Nikakuja nikarealize I still have a long way to go, and niliweza kudirectiwa. Like I really wanted to get the answer. Why am I struggling to make the decisions? And if I make a decision, 80% chances are it is the wrong one. However much nitajipata, when I want to make the right decision, yes, I know what is right for me to do, ama to decide, but I wouldn't go 100% in. But when it came to the wrong decision of people pleasing, the wrong decision of indulgence, so I would overindulge, ama people please to console myself I'm a good person. But in real sense, I really never wanted to get accountable. And accountability with mental health, it comes from a self-individual decision, ama perspective. Accountability inakuanga shida. When you are struggling with mental health, accountability kidogo inakuanga tricky. So, mimi tulika hapo, and I was diagnosed with bipolar mood disorder and ADHD. So nilia go into medication. I remember I was taking quintippine and quintippine and Diplex 10 mg. So you can imagine it was very heavy on me. Sasa hapa ndipo kizungumkuti ilikujia. One, acha nikwambie, mental health hakuna nyenye anaielewangu. I remember I told my dad about it. And I remember I told also babangu mdogo, the brother to my dad. I notified a few people. And my then baby mama, and they were like, wewe ni kujifanya unajifanya. Kwanza kama kuna kitu moja sitaisahau. niliambiwa najiekeleanga hiyo ugonjwa nikiwa na pesa. Anybody who has never gone through mental health, they never understand what people in that condition go through. They are always misjudged, and their excuse is always seen from a victim's perspective. So mimi nikaambiwa, wewe hii ugonjwa wako unapatanga ukiwa na pesa. Mbona senye una pesa ukuangi mgonjwa? But they don't understand. Senye una pesa, hii ugonjwa utaweza kuonga because you are already depressed. But senye uko na pesa, your mood uko hyper. Hapo nilikuwa naingianga legend manze. Mimi legend kuingia kukunywa 10k hata ikuanga big deal because najua kesho nitaamka na niende job. So nilijipata nikimake a lot of wrong decisions. And by the way, kama uko hapo hivyo na nilikukosea nisamehe, because that time I think kidogo I had lost myself. I had really lost myself. And I really made a lot of bad decisions. Kwanza financially, I also niliumiza watu wawili watatu along the way, and I'm very sorry. And I'm really looking forward to make it up to you, anybody mwenye niliumiza along the way, because that was a condition. So many a times wale wasenye tulikuwa tunaenda kupiga sherehe na wao, they never understood, but they thought I'm generous. Ilikuwa generosity, ilikuwa bipolar. So they thought I'm generous. So if you're there, uone mtu kwa klabu anajifanya like he's dishing money ama he's buying alcohol, that person could be going through something that they don't show. But when you see them, mimi nilikuwa napiga smile, ungedhani mimi ndiye bosi. Kwanza hiyo time nilikuwa naitwa bosi. Bosi ni aje bosi? Nilikuwa nasikia poa aje. Sasa nikisikia hiyo, so that being validated in such a way, it really boosted my ego, and it massaged my ego and my mood at that time. So I would give more so that mood can be massaged. And when I'm depressed pia, so senye niko in my lowest, nilikuwa najistaki sasa kuassociate na watu, staki. So my thoughts are really running because life haingoji. So hata kufanya job kidogo inanishinda nini. So I was on and off. I would work for 3 months ama 4 months, then kidogo kuhold your consistency na kuwa ngumu. So niliendanga, acha niwasomee kabarua kako hapa. Nilijiandikianga hiyo siku nikitoka hospital. By the way, I love writing. I love writing because I believe in documenting, and it is through documenting that imenisaidia nika keep my journey alive. So hata nikikaa nisikie kama niko chini, I always go back and read my journals, read my documents, even way back tangu nikiwa high school. Mimi hupenda kuandika tu vitu. So on this day, ile day niliendanga hosi mara ya kwanza, that was on date 12 November 2020. I think hii time corona ndio ilikuwa imeshika, si ndio? So 12th November 2020. So this is what I wrote to myself, and I'm so glad because for the last the reason as why I have the courage to read this now, for the last 2 years I've not been in medication. Yeah, for the last 2 years I've not been in medication. That's how proud I am about myself. I know the journey that I've walked. So if you have mental health out there, you can also do it. You can also do it. So let me read it to you. On this particular day, I have made a visit to a mental doctor at Ngong Hospital, accompanied by my sister. It was the best decision I took for the longest time, since in our conversation with the doctor, after a lengthy conversation with the doctor, I was able to realize myself and understand my behavior in the day-to-day activities, because I was struggling with making a lot of decisions. So nilikuwa na analyze life yangu, naona kuna kitu yendi poa. After the meeting, I was diagnosed with bipolar, mood disorder, and ADHD. And the doctors feel it started while I was still a child, but my parents couldn't know. So ukiona mtoto wako hapo wako hyper, ni vizuri you be very keen with their behaviors. Usianze kumpiga ovyo ama kumistreat. I thank God it wasn't too late for me, since my condition can be managed. I have been put under medication to help me control my behavior and mental health. I have started my medication immediately, and they are not the best since they have made me feel weak and sleepy. But I can say I woke up feeling better. This was the first day that I took those medications. But let me tell you, hizo dawa sio mchezo, and they are damn expensive. I wish the government can do something about it. So nikajiandikia hapo chini paragraph number 2. Huyu sasa hapa nikiandika, huyu ni mtu alikuwa karibu kuwa wazimu. Kwa hivyo unaona mimi bado nilikuwa wazimu mjanja because najiandikia documents. What will I do? I will try my best and avoid, because I was overindulging, and avoid alcohol since it is making my situation worse. I will be taking my medication because let me tell you, keeping up with those medications is not a joke. I will let my family know and a few friends. Sasa acha nikwambie, hapo kwa family and a few friends, it's where I drew the line. Because nobody understands. So wanaona it is like an addiction, but in real sense this was mental health. So hata I remember kuna mabeshti wawili watatu nilijaribu kuelezea, even family members, and they were like, wewe kwenda hiyo gonjwa yako unapatanga ukiwa na pesa, but they never understand. So until sana nikajua it is not about you. By the time I was coming to realize it's never about them, it's about me. So I had to make a choice. I don't need to explain to you, I need to work on myself. So nikaandika what will I do, nikaandika hizo point 3 zangu safi, nikaenda kwa note. My condition led me to overindulgence of alcohol, because nikiwa hyper I would overdo it. Nikiwa in the depressive state, I never wanted conversations, so I was literally depressed. I acquired unnecessary debts. That is, I borrowed money that were not urgent or necessary. I couldn't be focused for long. I couldn't finish my duties and my jobs as I would have wanted. I easily got bored. Lecha nikuambie, mimi nilikuwa na boeka. Hata niende kwa job yangu nikae like from 8 to 4. It was very difficult. Of which pia the kind of job that I was doing back then, ilikuwa job yenye nilikuwa naweza kumanage kufanya hata kama siko in my absence, hata ningefanya job for 2 days. So napiga job venye inafaa. So nikaandika hizo notes. So this is what I was doing. Now I finished with my expectations. My expectations were I really wanted to go to the gym and stuff so that I can try and exercise my mind, but it never happened. Hiyo wakati never. I invest in myself, family and kids, pay my debts, get myself something to appreciate myself. Let me tell you, saizi nikisoma kwa these expectations that I wrote, hapo kwa gym sijaweka nyaga, but nitaenda. Invest in myself, that I've really done. Let me tell you, that I have really done. Investing, na hii kitu niandika 2020, so this is 5 years later. Actually ni 4 and something. Invest in myself, that I've really done. My kids, I am there. I'm so invested in the way my kids are, however much we separated with their mother. Pay my debts. Let me tell you, niliandikanga list ya madeni zangu zote mpaka wale leo nazilipanga, because let me tell you, in the state of mind that I was, if I'm really working on myself, I really made it intentional that I will go back and try and cover up the people that I had, maybe through debts or anything, even the people that maybe nearly hurt through verbally, emotionally, mentally. But I've really apologized to very many people. Get myself something to appreciate myself. Hapo kwa kujiappreciate, siku hizi number 1 ni nani? Mimi ndio najiappreciate. So in the journey of your mental health, however, it is not easy. So if you're there struggling with mental health, once you realize what is it, I don't want to call it out, but let me tell you, anybody who is going through mental health, you can get yourself out of that hole. Anybody who has never gone through mental health cannot get you out of that hole. That you can take to the bank. And I came to realize, if you're struggling with your mental health, many other times you are called to look down within and deal with the demons within you. The moment you deal with the demons within you, you've started healing and balancing your mental, because mental health yako ikikuwa worse, it is because there is a part of your mind, of your brain, that is disagreeing with the other, and they need balance, they need to agree. So I really struggle with that. So by the time nakuja kuzi balance, it was a journey. And at your time, let me tell you, actually it never started healing my mental health immediately, because palifika mali it got to the rock bottom. I remember I was telling you, I had suicidal thoughts a couple of times, and let me say, nikiandika hii kitu 2020, by 2022 December, I remember nikitoka hiyo time, kwa hiyo video nyingine nikwambia nikitoka Mombasa and stuff, I started my journey of healing 2023. And thank you so much Vicky, my sister. She told me one thing, Walter, don't own that condition, because if you own a disease, it will control you. So stop owning it. You understand? So I will sit and see. I was in this position whereby I was feeling like, now this is me, I have owned bipolar. But the moment she told me that, I realized, wow, by the way, I have been owning this condition. So I was sitting comfortable saying, hii condition sasa ni yangu. The same way hapo hivyo uko hapo unasema diabetes yangu haki imepanda, haki bipolar yangu imepanda. Stop owning that disease. You can still suppress it. So I really worked hard on myself. Ever since my sister told me that word, don't own a disease or a condition. Don't own it. That was the last time I ever took a medication. That was in January 2nd, 2023. And that is how my journey of working on myself started. I never knew how, but one thing I know, I really needed to face my demons from within and rather without. So if you're there, you can also do it. Yeah, Vicky, I'll keep you posted. Peace.